I'm going to be making a quick review. It's market open day, but I realized that I've not done this, and if I do not market open, trading is already started. And if I do not do this because um, the I realized that there's always a change sometimes in the data, and that even happened on Monday, whereby what I see live has changed. So additionally, I'm introducing, I think I'm going to be combining because I'm having issues with the differences between the feed. Of course, typically I was using IC Markets, but I think I'm going to switch to Capital again because just like I've been in for the back test, and I'll be comparing it with, so I'll be trading with two setups at the same time, which would be my codes, since the data is available currently due to the ongoing stuff. So yeah, at 7 o'clock, this would be the main CFD, but this will just be to confirm, and you'll see later why. I know when we have some little issues like this where there's an OB, it's really confusing and annoying. But since I use TradingView for my analysis and I just push on MT5, then I just have to find the best way. I just have to find the best solution for myself. So yeah, okay. So we have this. So on Monday was a little bit tricky, but I'm not going to overthink it. You already know how I do things, so I don't want this to be too long, and we'll just keep it simple and mechanical. So 1, 2, they would have this OB, and I tried jumping the gun because I was being silly. I think I bought here in real life somewhere here, and I closed because I was like, I think I was targeting here initially, which was wrong. Why? Okay, this has confirmed. This confirms for this, but this, so for this is 6 points, is less than 9 points. I shouldn't be in that because it's less than 10 because the stop minimum here. So I later re-entered here, which was valid. Why? Because this was a return back to the OB here. And why was I was interested here, but I think I also entered here and then I stopped. I was like, this is the stupidity that leads, because this on this feed it didn't, but I think on US I will see it. So there's a switch, you see that. So on this feed it touched this, so I felt we're going there. On NQ it doesn't. Let's look at so MNQ it doesn't. On NQ it does. This is two things. But if you touch this, then price should go over. If not, of course later comes here, but these are the two. If I say touch of something changes everything, of course. Also I'm going to try and change. I'm going to, one of the things also I'm trying to do is, I think I'm going to change from 100 to 20 in terms of the look back. And this week I will look at the performance. That's I'm going to be extremely mechanical. It doesn't change everything because maybe when I make the 20 20 look back, just to confirm that we are on 100, then I would let you guys know what I mean. Maybe it might be today, I don't know, or after this. But let's just keep things very mechanical. These are two setups. Comes here, 1, 2, 10 points, both. So that is that. This is just for a guide. It's not or trading, comes back, hits it, done. When this is running and when it's closed, I'm not seeking that eating it. It's good, but that is not the trade. So one is 10 points, 10 points, so that's 20. So 10 and 10. So faster. And what else at the start of this day? If you look back, nothing. This is the only one. This touches it. You see how there, this doesn't touch that. There's little nuances. So it's really stressful watching it in real life using capital and using capital and IC market feed. But I was like, I've been using capital. The difference is there. I know that on this day also there are some trades I didn't take or something, but that was influenced. But nevertheless, this is too small because even though it's valid here, if you confirm here, of course, you see, confirms this ones, confirms tags. That is it. Just 3 points. It's not worth the stress. So this, in this instance, is close above. You see, this little nuances. So this was the trade. You see how it behaved, the difference in feed, but this still holds strong. This is just for confirmations, especially on the extremes, and I'll show why. And I might remove it, so let's just do the short. If you do the short, this was confirmed here, so this will be your sell opportunity, and you should get out there for 15 points. And I'm trying to see, so this, you see, this guy was on this feed it was there, and I think on Capiton, I don't know, you see how by using this, and this is the one you have to wait here, and price comes back here. Yes, it wins, but that was into a different setup. Let me see if this also do the same. Similar thing here. So this feed is close, so maybe I should even use IC market with this, but you see that closeness, and in this instance too, it goes up, maybe not as much, but yeah, this is not touching this, yeah, this is touching that, and yeah, this is also touching, so maybe IC market and this guy might be good combination. Well, that is interesting. But keeping it there, so that is there. While that is happening, this was the OB close above this. This OB is too high, so I can use this. I can, if it confirms that is too much. So we had this type 2. This tricked me in, went in, and then returned back. This is valid, very valid. Why? This is what I do minimum. Also, this, of course, I was also looking at this. This is a type 2. It has gone up, confirmed. You can buy anything from its open here. So this is valid in this instance. Then I think this gives you even more entry. So you have entered here, yet this doesn't come back, and this enters. So this tiny difference is massive, very massive. If you're on the 1 minute and you're scalping, this you cannot have big issues because you still have spread issues too, because this is CFD and the markets are real. So that was 20 points, and then we have this next one, which is not here. This, when I was entering this was playing out, right? So if this has not confirmed, so in instances like this, when you're coming back, now you have 2 entries. But see the way this candle presented. This is different from this. Let me see. And in this instance, this presented. You see, that's why you cannot. So it matches it here, does it here, comes back even very well too. Like so. In this instance, it gives you a very nice entry too, maybe here. Didn't pick, would pick here. This would definitely not pick. This would pick here. Runs up, okay, sells, but all of a sudden, let's even see this here, almost confirmed, or already confirmed. Close, confirms here. You're thinking, all right, CSD of this guy does it here, you would sell. This is too far away. So in this instance, CSD happened here. This is just 6 points. So you say, okay, let me push it. So I get everything. All right, 21 points. But what happens? You lose. Because this runs up inside. This comes back here. This is valid as it was the first trade that is happening. It doesn't go. So this will still lose, but you didn't win anything because this is too small to partake here. So one just has to trust the feed, of course. It is what it is. So this is what, if I've been using this for backtest, is what I'm trying to say. It's like I'm speaking too much here, really. If I'm using too much here, then this shouldn't be. This is just, I should just be consistently using it. I spent almost 12 minutes and we're still on for stuff 1 hour. So this is 20 and this is 12. Yet, if you went with this even here, this even does the job because it says this is the guy, but that doesn't even happen unless you're waiting for minimum of this. And then you say, okay, but then it's less than 10 points. You're not going to be there. Risking 17 for almost. Nah, I'm not going to. So Alex, this should also be a reference for release for extreme points because I've seen NQ really does well with extreme points, but I might have to even change one or two things. So let's see. Let's do it right. So it's not typing my cost so far. So let me move here. This has confirmed. This is it. We are coming back here. It's set up its own because continue the previous hour. This loss. Maybe you put it here. To be safe, 15 points. Alright, so this is done. Create this one. OB. When will I engage? Not like this. I do not care for this. This first. Then if you close above, I trust you're going up. So buying this, yes, I can buy. Maybe it's risky because I think okay, price is going in. But when will I buy? This is so much risk because I'm saying okay, maybe there's a type 2 that is happening inside this BIS card. Buy this. My stop will be there. That is my stop once. So for me, yes, this misses me. I would not gladly, because I'm pissed off at it, but maybe do not have it. But I cannot say. But I would let it go without me because in this instance, this is not have it because your stop will be lower here. But and this is a type 1, type 2. See, there's tiny differences, type 2, and this is different. Type 1 there means that I'm not going to trade it with a trade. Oh, it's a type 1. Let's say type 2, and that changes a lot. So use higher time frame people. In this instance, it didn't run there. This touched it, this didn't run. If this touched it, so in this instance, this is part of what I'm trying to say. This has touched it. I want to sell this. And I should go for this. I do not know, but this is what I want to use NQ for these levels. This didn't touch. This is the max. So let's see. This is just plain. I don't know if you see. I don't know. This is just to play. I can come back. So, which is here. Once, because we've touched above this, this is on the cards. So I'm thinking at the end of this, I'm thinking, am I satisfied with 35 points? You have to ask that question. Additionally, what was my point of reference? This was this, so this whole B, we close it back down here, so it was too late into the day. But also, we closed there. This is a buy. Why? We closed above this, and this hurt me so much because I came here when I saw it and I was like pissed off because I let this affect me, and then I think I went to do something else, and then I came back. I saw this. This is a value trade, 16 points. I'm not going to have this, not because I do not want to have it, but I will have to, even if I was holding it, if I didn't close for 30 here, as I was buying, I'll close it here. This was already closed, so when this opened, I'm thinking 30 points, 28 points, but if not, I'll also close it here. So that's 44 points that by having this, and I'll have taken this trade if I saw this. Oh, this is 4. I just use minimum risk. This is $4 if I was using minimum lot, so that is more than enough. So we have 16 there, and so okay, and then once that finishes, we run back up. This is a type 2 I can trust. Why do I trust this type 2 here? One, it is this guy. So if I saw this guy and I saw, okay, we are running back, it's exciting, but let's do it. This is its OB. So close below this, then expand above. Type 1, type 2. Okay, this run down. I can't, and this, yeah, and that was why I didn't take that trade that day. This looks familiar because I was like, you see the difference between this type 2 here was here. Okay, I was like, yeah, I didn't confirm it and didn't go back up into it. So what am I saying? This is the OB. All right, this is another type 2. This type 2 needs this. So with that sell here, it shows that the price is going down. So I don't know if I did that day, but it doesn't matter. We're just looking at it objectively. So this confirms there, type 2 confirms on this candle. Why would you sell? If I was seeing this, I would sell. Why? Because even if I close this, I'll put this position here to sell it down. But we didn't sell it because why not? We're using the data, but this is something I would have to accept if it's not occurring in both places. Because if I go back to the old data or later, I don't want to have things that I will not be able to confirm myself. So type 1, we didn't confirm this, very annoying. Yeah. If this was a type 2, you can need to buy. So type 1, we close below this. We're supposed to go down. No, we're not going down. That's my own opinion. We need to close below this. Now this is it. Alright, if you close below this guy now with an FEG, so this was the OB. If you close below it now with an FEG, now I trust we are going down. If not, we are not yet. Comes back here. Fortune favors the bold. I like this. I don't know if I tracked this that day. I did actually because this TP tempted was a lot. I think this trade almost died after because I wanted to move it up, and I was like, you know what? I think the IBM had opened, and I was, where was this? Here, so this was okay to allocating. So, and I wanted to buy, I wanted to go up again. And at last minute, I moved my stop here and took it out, dumped. I think it will have taken me out, or maybe it just reversed ahead. But this is taking too long already. Then comes back here. So I was saying this is scanned out. Got confirmed here. Comes back here. This is too high because my target is here. So even though this comes back into this FEG, this is the one comes back into it. You can buy this. There, that's 16 point. But where will your stop be? The stop has to be. This is the OB here and the FEG here. It's a one-to-one, and it kept messing with me, and I think I closed this. I just mismanaged it here. But what was I supposed to do? Patience. Price comes back here. So bought here, not there. And bought here. So when this happens, alright, fair enough. Now we are game. This is it. And we're going here. When should you? Of course, I'm choosing this to track this. I do not like this. Yes. We didn't have it when we came back into this FPG after this. We didn't see this guy again until here. Another opportunity, but after this happens, okay, that's gone. Another opportunity, see it. CST, and then the anti objective. So buy it and get out there. But it's a little target. I've been enjoying this card a lot. Simply because they're happening around. At the end of it, this is the thing. It's happening around, but I already have a direction. This is just entry. So even there, but you have to be prepared for. So this happened. The drawdown, 18 points instead of maybe here. And sometimes I think this didn't pick me. I think this went up. I was pissed off, and I think I bought it here market, and then it came down. So. And even further there, so life happens, but because spread is real. 23 points. So that was that. Let's see. Okay, went on to eat it. Just came back down first. This is taking too long. So just came back down. And what was the next thing? There was nothing else that happened. We didn't close below this down. Nothing interesting, no other. This type 2 years, okay, it's interesting, but nothing. And then we come here. These are the times where you can use a type 2 to go up. I'm not going to do that. Why? We're going back to an old level. To see something interesting. That this type 2 is a mitigation candle. It goes. This is high probability buy, because I guessed that when you call the show that's a mitigation candle. I cannot have on. So I should save that. Okay, so type 2 we did not, I think we did this year. We came back here. There. Just here. In this instance, this was it, because I believe also on this guy, that was it. So I remember that, but you see, I didn't come back. But I remember that I was watching this here, and I was like, okay, this is another place to engage in the buy. But let's stick to, we just have to stick, because you just will go crazy. This price, this didn't give you this this, even if you did not want to, you have to buy somewhere. Yeah. So that is the 13 points, but this didn't follow the full rule. It came down there and it came back only into this type 2, which is enough for us to buy actually, because we've missed this, and that is that at its value. So 13 points, but we will not have it. Simple. But if I turn this on and I see that, and I might just do that and just really, to be honest, remove all of this. Oh, it cannot work without it. It's interesting that it cannot work without the storm done. Well, that might not be a problem. One can just delete it. Oh, okay, I turned it off. One can just, because I'm not using this a lot yet on this, but I also do not want to use too much of it because I know it can influence me. So it's interesting that they mitigated. It's not, even though I remove the colors, it's not adjusting. That's strange. Yeah, doesn't matter. So that's nice. If I solve this, I would accept that risk because it is what it is. But I didn't see it, so not adding this. This was this. This was the OB. Close below this. Come down. Give me a type 2. Didn't run up. Nothing more. Now old one, no, nothing. Just wait. Now we are waiting. Like I said, Monday I was telling Erica, was very tricky. It was, if you were not careful, it was pulling you in, and that was very, very, you have to be very careful. So yeah, this came down. It was really annoying. Interesting where we came. This one we missed, came back to this area. I like this a lot. Bounce through here, CSD thing. But no trade. This was this. I'm not going to engage. Had it been this, touch this. Sorry, had it been this OB, touch this. Madness. So imagine this. This is its OB. It came down. All right. Now we've closed it. If you close below this, close below this, not wicket, close below it with an FEG. Because I made the mistake yesterday, taking losses, and yet the trend block being a glorious trade. I was overthinking, and also because of the feed. So close below this and then goes up. I like that enough. So this happened, nothing. Really, this happened, didn't come back down here. So this was another buy. So I'm trying to just type 2, nothing. Type 2, you can use this. Why? But these are not confirmed. There's a type 2 towards this level. These are, but here it doesn't show. So, but it doesn't come back until here, and you would have lost. So, those are trades that when you see and then they go, you're like, wow, why didn't I get them? But points now, there are some discretionary trades, but that's the thing. Do it first, do it with rules, and after. Yes, I think I was really interested in this eyes. I don't know if you did, but this is another thing from it's a type 1. Give this to refuse, and I think price for hand here, if I'm not wrong. So it was a very It was a very eventful day, to be honest. There. It was just the day of near miss is a day whereby a little bit of discretion would have saved you, would have helped just a little bit here and there, would have helped, but it's okay to miss trades, it's okay to have those kind of days. So at the start, there's nothing special that needed our, we hadn't broken anything. So okay, yeah. This, we cannot use that. This is too far away. Okay, we have an OB. It's got validated here, but you see this feed, no validation on this one. Oh, sorry, validation, my bad. Because it didn't get there. It didn't close, so no validation. You're pissed off. You can buy this. This is a quant entry, and this is valid to buy there. But if we didn't take all those one-to-ones, so it's a trade failure to close this. You have to. It's a pity that it's just dropped. I have a feeling this looks funny again. It's a pity just dropped after, but after this rejection, okay, you allow this. You are moved, you are to be now 100% because you only bought this. This has won its own trade, and it's a very small trade, just 5 points. Pushing your luck here. All right, 10 points, okay, but it's not confirming to go up. Get out. And this was not an OB that touched this. In this instance, it's a type 2. This is just madness. Type 2, it went. So, for raising this, I've said this is the OB. We close below it. Give me a type 1 or a type. This was a type 2, not type 1. We died, but nothing special. So, that was that. But like I said, this is just for the extreme hands. I would not use it. It's just for DP and DPs. DD. So this happened. So in this instance, finally, on this speed, we've had this already. We've had this. All right. So even if I was using this, close above this. Okay, you close above it. Now give me a type 2. I wanted this to be a type 2 badly, but it wasn't. Type 2, it wasn't. So this is at 1 minute to go. We hit this. Yeah, we already hit this. You see, these are this little nuances, but then this will treat you if you are not following the rules. But as of now, you shouldn't, because even if you considered this, we already came above or didn't so well. That's madness. Of this, then once you're below this and we've closed with this, you're not selling, you're not buying. But yeah, it's here. Like, okay, you can, but it's already hit because it's a type 2 to sell. At this time of the day, that was all. So it was not really a crazy day as much as I thought. So it's interesting that I closed the day early on this day and I didn't miss much. And I can go to just go back to my and see where we are interested. But so this is Tuesday, yesterday, and we started there. Just tricked me a bit too. So we started there. I saw this type 2. I was like, we closed down here, but when price came back, I engaged, which I shouldn't have. I engaged for. Funny enough, took my stop. These tiny things were just. But why shouldn't I? Yes, this is here, but this is in the middle of this range, so do nothing there. We're not at the extreme ends, we're just in the middle. Things like this can happen, take you range, so nothing special here until 8 o'clock. Nothing special. We have this. This is the first thing that was special. This is not. Why? This is the closest to this. So if there had been a CSE there, I might have been tricked into it. Looking at this, we'll see what happened there. Or not. I'm not doing that. So what did we have here? To the OB, we had a type 2, right? A type 2. If this entered and this, I took this because I was like, okay, this is a type 2. You see, as we bought here, we took this out. So, took it out. And then, like, pim, pim. It was very painful. Just, like, come on. Took me out. And then goes up. This is a 10 point. That's it. I wasn't looking to push it down. So that was the first trade. That was a loss. Because I didn't pull it down. Didn't do well. Yes, that's a 15-point loss. Alright, so this is what I'm saying here. Goes up, hits it, you see the difference, and then goes to 1. And then we had just madness. See, it's 27. So it's 23 here, it's 23, and then this. This is a beautiful. This is something I would buy. It's it here. Of course, this is 829, so 830 rather. So crazy buy, but nonetheless, that's a loss. And then this happens, like I said, we're only using this for the extremes. This happens, OB, CST, and I was very angry. This trade here, man, I was not efficient. This happened there. There's a type 2, price comes back here, and I was like, I'm supposed to set a limit because this is the trade, and I was thinking, okay, but if price comes back here, this is the view. I was like, okay, this, and I was thinking on my feed, I was like, that's enough, but I was like, if I get this looks different now. See, how it went, after it went, it came down here. Okay, maybe it did together. I just knew that either which I was targeting, I was like, okay, if it comes down, maybe somewhere here, because I know that was up to 20 points was what coming down here and weakening this. But I did not. So this is a very big OB. This is my stop. No bottom wick. I was like, all right, you ran without me, come back here. I could have bought this where I could have target this eyes. I wanted to, but I hesitated. I think not that I think it spread or something. This I saw. But before you crucify me, or if I crucify myself, I was thinking, okay, Gandalf, put, please don't close as a red CST and now buy. So 18 points was missed. Actually, yeah, we're supposed to, because this is the OB. I'm going to buy this. If this is more than 10, okay, 11 points. Okay, so, and then this happened. I was like, okay, close above this, and then this happens. Of course, I have to sell this. It's not, this is a type 2, but this was the annoyance also, yeah. And you can see it. Close there, but refused to, and I was just mad, because I don't know, I think this ran down, if I'm not wrong, but I'm not sure, but that stays on. Why? Until we close above this trade is still valid, and depending on where we open in the next hour. Of course, that trade is gone, and that dumps after I said it's gone. And oh my god, now I remember this was yesterday, indeed. The pain, and I will show you what was happening with the, yeah. So we had this was a setup. I was like, all right, this setup is there. Based on this price comes back, sell. It gave 20 points after hitting somewhere here. I'm like, okay, but this is the old stuff also. I was like, all right, so let's leave this in. Let's start trade. What then happened? I fucked things up or didn't do well. Let's just move this to the side a little bit. We have this. I was like, okay, OB, CSD, sell, right? Stops should be minimum here. But if I'm trading this with a stop here, because that's the valid one, then the stop for this also should be there. Not here. It doesn't. Here is just using this level. This should be it. Where you targeting there for this setup. Valid. Okay. Okay. Then this happened again. I was like, okay, we see as to this. This is a type 1. This. So I was like, one setup, another setup. Okay. If this is my hobby, do not close above this with an FEG. That's the reference. This guy creates its own here. So let's start from this one. This is it. Sell. This. I put my stop here. No. That was it. That was not. That should be there. I hesitated. I was scared. I was like, why? I was overthinking. That is the trade. Done. Where's the target? Yeah. This trade there. Then there were little ones inside here that you could add, but those are the major ones. So this guy there, this guy didn't get it, comes back here. So this one there comes back here. Sell. Target for this was here. Small one to pay. This should not be here. There. This is the only one that can be here. But why? There. This is 40. If it's all it, you close your day and that's the end of the day. Because this should be 21, 44, let's just say 60 points. So that'll be $6. This has 1, 12, 27. Exactly. What did I do? What did I do? I add this, went down, came back, and I was overthinking it. Then I'll show you what my frustration. This is very important to look here. So let's move it to this. Wow. So you see what happens on this video, and that's what just frustrated me. This was its OB. So this was the first candle to enter. This is my reference point and validation. This first stops right here. Stop me out 2 positions to 2. I was pissed off because I believe so this was this here. 26. Very annoying. All right, no problem. It shouldn't be there. My fault. Minimum there. But it should be here. Okay. Entered again because I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been there. If you close below this, it closed after this type 2 was confirmed. Enter there. I didn't put my stop here like my lesson. All right. Put it there. And then I was ongoing. What happened? I put, I think, 3 positions. One for this, one for this type 2 because I was like, okay, this is normal type 2. If you close below this here, I'll close it. Like, not to close because I was also looking at this guy. And also, time was coming at 9:30. Another thing that caused me problem was 9:30 was here, and I was thinking, oh, IBM arranged this is on the cards. It might take me out. So I was overthinking and I was extra cautious. Like, oh, and also because this was old enough, I was watching Tom got by the side. He also was buying, just influencing. But that is not it. What was I supposed to do? Okay, maybe I risk 2 positions. 1 year and leave 1 year. If in doubt, and other people are saying things, if you're not afraid of your own one or concerned about my own evaluation or stuff, then let other that shouldn't be. I shouldn't be influenced by other people because that's just my stuff. And IBM is different. I can open a different account and buy IBM range. But IBM range has a rules, and the rules said that even if it goes above this, price will still come down for me to engage. That's a different rule. This is flexi. What then happened? Okay, I added more here, and I was thinking, all right, yeah. Then this closed on this feed. I was like, all right, that's it. I closed it. I waited here. It's like, okay, maybe it might come down. Yeah, it came here close to B. Then it went back up, and I was like, oh, and then I saw this other, oh, I saw this, and then this was gapped up. I was like, oh, fuck. Then I closed. That means that I closed for, let's say I even entered here because spread. I closed for 13 points on 33 on 3 positions. So that's 39. 39, and I'd lost 20 years, so that was already down, I think, by, I was just pissed off by dollars or something. I'd lost the gains from the previous day and stuff, so it was just mad, and I'd messed up earlier with the, I said that, but it was just down. I was maybe down by previously maybe by 5 cents, but that makes sense because in our normal we have 11 points gained, 15 point loss, so it was, and I think I was down by maybe 50 cents. That was so by 5 points or 6 points, and this is so similar to what is on the data currently. Then I close this because this is a close above this. See this here. This is the OB. This is not a close above. This is a weak above. But I was so confused with other people I wanted to buy. I was so conscious of buying, and I let go of my own analysis, which said this is not ready. And also my feed. And then when this happened and this happened again, I was like, fuck, do I trust it? And I was overthinking. So this happened. You see on this feed, this CSD happened, this happened, returns back, goes and it's like, oh my god, I should have bought. Price was coming there, and I was watching the feed again. I was thinking, oh, should I buy? Should I not buy? It doesn't matter. This happens, yeah. And I was overthinking it. Oh, should I not? And then this around. I don't know why I didn't buy this. It doesn't make sense. Even on this feed, it makes perfect sense to buy. Oh, sorry, to sell here and exit here. Price. I think I sold here. Exit was holding. Moved my stop to B because I think I got in somewhere. And then this tags me back. I was like, fuck, this is the way going up. I was thinking, wait a minute, this is just coming back. Type 2. I was thinking, should I sell this type 2? Because all these other things I've been saying I should sell. But what was the other thing also I was saying? A lot of type 2s to the upside down. I was thinking IBM. It's true. But that's what I'm trained in. Then this happens, and I think, there's this keep dropping. And I went to sell down here again with bigger lot size, went against me, dumps. Closed it in loss, the dumps, and now I did not have enough money to engage in our practice. And that's the thing with when you don't apply good risk management, you trick yourself into taking stupid trades, and by the time you lose a lot, when the other trades that are clean or cleaner or present itself, you don't have enough margin to engage price. So that's when I said, okay, maybe I should not use it because yes, this will show up on my feed, but I'll just stick to this. There's a reason I chose it. So if we come back here, this, like I said, it's just for DP levels. Imagine 2 positions here. Let's say 1 position, 50, 67. There you go. Enough. Yes, a lot. This is a trade that, and this is okay. These are setups that are valid. If it loses 20 points, 22 points, let's just say this is 20, 20, 40, 60, 75. I had enough for one position on this. It's okay, they are a different setup. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, If it loses 75, done for the day. Life, that's it. You follow the rules, and that's what is most important, that you follow the rules. And if it wins 12, 27, that's already 39, 40, 56, 110, done for the day. And this was not invalidated. These are the one, these are the one, these are the one. Only this guy was running. Do not move to B. Why? You've won enough to cover this. It's not a B trade. There's nothing invalidated about it. It's just long. And if you move to B, all right, fair enough. Takes you out, confirms it against sell. You have to hold now. Two positions. Okay, this takes you out at B. You can have two more positions here. One to be for this, one that hits on this. Learn your lesson here. Don't move to B. The stop here is even smaller. So this is what happens with feed. Doesn't close here. Weeks. It has to be a close. I've seen dimes. I think there was a whereby I've seen closed week. Like no, and then this happens. It's okay because this is my stop. Even if it close happened here, all right. And if it hits the stop, that's the point. You've protected yourself. I was afraid of losses. I missed out on. We count it. So are we already down that now? 50, 18, 27, and 13. End of the day, even if you're no longer trading for today. And this is part of the reasons why I'm just saying nothing else. Nothing else. And then we come into this hour. No, okay, remember. And we'll come here. Previous one, no. We are the highs. Either you're selling back into this or not. Okay, we created this. This is a type 1. Give us an OB. Okay. This can win, but you're not buying that. Gives you here. This happens. Sell. Stop is not going to be here because it's an RPG. There. It's 9 point. You can even put it here. This is 9 point. Is worth it. Why? This is going off here. 15. Oh, let's say 14. This is not even extending it down. And that type 2 shows this is the one sell down here. One star. But we didn't include that. Alright, this we're going down. And this is part of the reasons why I said I brought this back. Because this served as IBM. I used this to recover the losses, but on a different account. But it was just painful. It was just painful. And I will show you why again it was painful. And opportunity, of course, rules kept me out, but it caused a bigger problem. Let's see what happened there. So this dropped. All right, very good. Previous hour, current hour, one for previous hour, one for current hour. What was I waiting for? This is already big. So my stop is going to be big. It was a big rejection. Okay, give me this. All right, when this happened, I was like, please give me this. Thumbs up. I could buy that, but I was afraid that I had lost a lot on one account, and so I went to trade on that account. Why can I buy this? This finishes. This is not an existing CSD. This is big risk. Yes, it is. If you risk normally, what don't I want to see? Not here. But I've seen price reject against me. Not here. But what are you trying to buy? It's just to get 20 points. Every CSD kept running up. So the next one happened there, and the longer it ran, the more I couldn't get there again. And this, I was like, oh, that's just a lot of stuff. I was just so concerned about it. And here comes this. I said I'm going to be using this for D levels. The CST happened here. So this trade was valid, and of course the stop is even longer now. Yes, you're going to do drawdown, and I'll be like concerned for about maybe 20 points. But once this finishes down here, this rejection here, maybe I might close. So I know myself, I can be too scared. But why? Why? IBM was on the cards. Where did this drop down to? Let me show you something. Because it's a different stuff. So according to this, we can buy. I was waiting for price to come down here to engage before 10:30. This didn't happen at 10 o'clock, just still ranging. On that down here too. Came here. I was happy with it because this was here. Tap into it, give me a CST and I'll buy. Okay, didn't happen, and this was the last position I took on there. I was like, wait a minute, this is here, CST of this. According to the IBM strategy, I'm allowed to buy this here. Stop, it's just going to be big. This is maybe a target. Yeah, enough. So I did not, of course, come back. But that was valid, and that's why I made this. But let's even say that it's a great day already from this last trade that ran down here. Great day. What's the next thing? We come into this session. We want to sell. Why? We already took this D level. Okay. Give me something to sell. We ran up with a type 2. This type 2. Okay. But don't sell this. Why? This is the whole B. Even if you sold, don't. What don't you want? Do not close above this with an FUG. Did we close above it with an FUG? Not yet. So this is the OB. We ran down. All right, confirmed it. Next thing is don't close above this with an FUG. Didn't close above it this with an FUG. So I was thinking price is not ready. Closed above it with an FUG here. Now we are ready to go up. Doesn't give you an opportunity. The type 2 happened inside here. This is a type 2, and since a type 2 here. Do we trust this? Yes. Why? It's close enough down here. It is, but it's a type 2. Once this happens, this is a buy. Why? We know where we are going. This, what happens here? The stop is that time max because it can drop there. What don't you want to see? Do not CST. End of this guy, I will cut it fast. I will cut it fast. This is a type 1. Type 1. Okay. Once this is forming, my stop is here. Why? This is a type 1. So because if price is this, then it's coming for here. Done. 16 points. Bad. So yes, you missed all that fun going off. But who cares? The trade is valid. Price goes up here. Now, what don't you want to see? This come back here. What can you use? If you are so bold, which I should be, you should truly believe this is time for price to come back. There, can you use this type 2 to sell this? You're not targeting here. I'm not targeting you. I'm targeting there. So if you miss this once this happens, you return back here, you can target this, but that is it. That is the trade. The type 2 that closed well got and rejected. This is allowed. Why? Because this is still the entry you're coming back to. So sell this. Once they are misbehaving here, failure to close, where are you targeting? This is the candle that enters it. Okay, CSD of this first, nothing. CSD of this next. Once you CSD this, I'm done. CSD first CSD, I do not like it now. B. Straight B. I'm paying for swap because if this closes, it's not. This doesn't mean that price is. I'm going to buy it, but I'm reading this because I entered early and I know that price can come down there. But if not, because price can come down here, then don't be, because price can still come here. This trade is valid. This is just signifying that your early entry, if you had more, if you went in early, don't. But this can still happen, so don't even move to be 15 points. But as at that time, I was done for the day. If I missed her, this will, of course, this will just, I don't know why this was there. Wait a minute. And then we'll play this. Let's see. Why? Why did I put that there? That doesn't make sense. I think I know. Yes, this was. That was not good. I didn't engage in this. I didn't do this. So why? I wasn't trading during this time. Because what was I? This was where I sold like a stupid person, like a crazy guy, yeah. So no, I don't know why this was there, but this is not. Maybe I was looking at something on that setup, but that is not valid. Nothing special there. I'm using all these old places. So this was the trade. This a CST of this, then this. But where will you want to sell? The sell will miss me, right? Because I want this, and then I close and down. What happens? Type 2 gave, and it's ran down, but it is what it is. Then this happened. It didn't come down here, didn't come down there, but I wasn't even on the charts again at this time. Dumps, nothing special. Dumps type 2, you can buy it, but this is discretionary. That's okay, and it's valid to buy if you think, because when I see things like this, they are rejecting at levels, I'm thinking, okay, but I didn't buy it because why not? This will be, this would miss me. That's what I'm waiting for this to happen. Just buying this also or working with this also works one star, but like I said, I prefer double confirmation. And what happened? I got the sell. I just let it go for the day. It has gone longer than I expected it will. And what happened? Who touched this guy? Touched it. I was thinking, okay, CST, I know quants and KEX over there too, based on, I believe, mitigation candle, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. This was pointing out the fact that I think also maybe on the second channel, mitigation candle comes back. It's interesting that price CST, someone was saying a little bit it becomes an OB, but touches a key level. CST it, return to it, sell. It's interesting also that price will touch, maybe touch this here or not. But I'm not using that. But very interesting. Let me see something. Yeah. This is interesting that this was a mitigation candle to go up. Okay, this was one, so maybe another one to sell. Trying to look at the candles that we used, that we could have used, or that we used for trades. Is there anyone in this area? Imagine that. Imagine this candle was a mitigation candle that held price of 1 sent it down. But it is what it is. Maybe I will use it, maybe not. I do not know. But I have a feeling I will. So touches it. What did I do? I had this CSC. I was like, no, I'm not selling. Goes against me. I was like, yeah, that's why. didn't miss much, and then I was like, this, I was like, oh, I should have sold. It was a type 2. I didn't wait for price to come back. I was like, yeah, it might not come back. And this was it. But I couldn't go every year because, like I said, I'd lost, and that's what happens. That was my target year. Range of opportunity. We had closed this, we had touched this high. All right, range of opportunity. But I was looking at D level. This one, price might get here at best if I'm lucky. Because end of the day also, I was like, I'll target this minimum. Because my target, I was like, I'll change this minimum or this no bottom wick. And immediately price did this, I closed it. Went up, saw this Y also. Look at what is happening here. Because I wasn't seeing this in real time because I was mainly on my phone. This was the guy that came down here. So close above this, close below this, going down. But this is high up. So let's trust this guy, type 1. It's like, okay, we could have CST. We did not. This was madness. This is pain because this will have closed the CST and go up. But I was like, all right, late time in the day, doesn't matter. So we'll take 55 points. So even though we missed a lot, normally to be just one loss yesterday, nothing, just a single loss, which was your first trade of the day. After that, wins, just following the rules. And so that is what happens when rules are not followed. You just lose more. You don't gain more, just lose more. Nothing, and this I saw this to type 2 didn't confirm, came back, came off to buy, but end of the day, it has gone longer than I anticipated. So what is happening so far in terms of calculation? Let's see. It's been a good week so far, so good. On Monday, 10 plus 10 plus 20 plus 12 plus 32 plus 23, 107. And this is just 15. One loss. And this should be what? 11 plus 50 plus 18 plus 27 plus 13 plus 14 plus 16 plus 15 plus 55, 209. So minimum yesterday should have been 20 minimum because we won't miss the down. Just following the rules. Capital attention. On the $60 account, will have been 20 points. I will have been just one lot. Even we'll take this into consideration. So almost $20. So it's been consistent. It's been consistent that even if you use one risk TPSL, just execute. Just execute. Nothing more, nothing less. Just execute.